And why did you block him?
Okay, well, for the most part, when I was following him on social media, I don't have an issue with like seeing whoever or whatever on social media, but it's my page and I get to choose whatever I want to see. So I don't have a problem with scrolling past people, but I did receive an inbox from my cousin, and it was of him. I think you sent me an inbox of you like in some type of female clothing or things like that, and I'm just like, I can love you with all of me, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and like be fake and like, oh, I like the way you look in a dress. I'm a straight man.
You just don't like the picture.
Right, and I'm entitled to my opinion, so I don't feel like I should be forced.
But wait a minute, Reante, you say that Ean is homophobic.
I call him homophobic.
Right.
You know, because one minute he says he's cool, and then the next minute it's from 0 to 100.
And when you say 0 to 100, what does he do?
You're less than a man. You can. There's no gay dude can tell me about how to be a man. And he just went from there. And I was like, well, I'm more man than a lot of these dudes. Because one thing about me, you know what I'm saying? One thing about me, I handle my business. Vivica.
Don't let this hair fool you, baby.
Let it fool me, honey.
Right.
Okay. Yes.
And I hate to be taken to that place because I understand like. I'm poised now, but there's a whole nother side to Ian. You know what I mean? Like I come from. He knows what the background is. Like I come from a family of like. A thug life, you know what I mean, in a sense. So like, when you agitate me, sometimes you'll get a reaction that you may not necessarily want. So I had
previous. What did he do that made you call him a? I mean, like, you do understand that's like the insult of the insult.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So at this point, I had previously tried to get off the phone with Reante several times, but he did not want to get off the phone. And at this point, he started attacking me, telling me, oh, you need to go and educate yourself. Oh, you don't know this, you don't know that. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let that be. And then when he told me that I need to learn how to be a man, I'm like, you telling me how to be a man? Like, I've been homeless and had to figure out how to get off the streets. You know what I mean? Like, you live with your mother. It's two totally different worlds between us.
But you had even said that being gay was a sickness.
I said I feel like it's an illness in a sense because, and let me tell you why. Some people are born with regular, you know what I mean? And some women develop breast cancer and don't know why. Some people smoke cigarettes throughout their lives and then develop cancer and don't know why. So I feel like some homosexuals choose to be gay and some don't choose to be gay. I remember when we were younger and Reante had...
Wait a minute. You just went from cancer to a sexual choice?
Right, and that's what I'm telling you, because people make choices to smoke cigarettes.
Where are you getting those two?
You want to listen?
No, because you sound crazy.
Okay, well, that's your opinion and you're entitled.
Yeah, because I'm just telling you, it's like you went from cancer to a person's sexual orientation.
Absolutely, because I feel like at the end of the day, nobody chooses to be ill sometimes, but you can do things that can inflict illness. Now, when some people are born with female characteristics and men have sometimes a female trait in them, that's something that they can't deny. Some men just like men, and that's something that they choose, in a sense. So there's guys who smoke cigarettes, women who smoke cigarettes and catch cancer.
But Ian, despite your complicated theory about how people are gay,
still didn't get it.
I just want to know, is any of that preventing you from loving and having a good relationship with your cousin?
All. Until I was called like he didn't like that terminology, and he's entitled. But that's when I became a homophobe.
Well, but Ian, let's stop for a second. And it sounds like then that's the real reason why you started blocking. Yeah, your cousin. Isn't that
the reason why I started blocking? Well, not blocking, but it was a block one time. So when I blocked, it was because I received a direct message of him like, "Do I look good in this?" And I do love my cousin. I don't want to tell him like, "You don't." To me, I'm a man. I like women. I can't appreciate a man in a dress.
But do you think for Reante it's a choice? That it's a choice that
it is a choice.
He or she is living.
It is a choice. It is a choice, and it's my choice whether I want to support it or just accept it. And I accept it, but I don't want to support it and be like, "Oh, cuz I found this bomb dress for you."
But Ian, this is one social media post. What about the 7 years? What happened 7 years ago while you two haven't seen each other?
So in 7 years, like, life had happened. I had been incarcerated for 2 of those years, like, homeless for another 1 of those years. Like, I'm going through my own things in life, and that was something that he had an issue with. He felt like he needed to, like, reach out to me, and I'm like, it's not the fact that I'm distancing myself from you. I don't deal with a lot of people right now because I'm focused on building myself up.
But Ian, how does it feel looking at your cousin dressed so beautifully?
I don't have a problem with looking at my cousin. If that's what he wants to do, that's fine. I love him. Who he is his spirit, not for what's on the outside.
Okay, well then, Ian, why block somebody? Why block your family member? Because that's a real passive-aggressive move.
Well,
why
I don't follow a lot of my family members. Like,
or even more so, you came out and you shook his hand. Why didn't you give him a hug?
Well, we were separated in between.
That's not an excuse. You haven't seen him for 7 years.
It's not a big deal.
Want to give Reante a hug now?
I don't mind giving Reante a hug. Like, I love my cousin.
Yeah, you guys should have been 7 years.
He looked more uncomfortable than me.